What's up, everyone? Stan here from FundingTraders.com. And lately, we've been asked a lot about the algorithms for trading, and especially those services that are offering their bots to pass challenges and stuff like that. So I'm going to briefly talk about how algorithmic trading really works, how a lot of these firms are pretty much crooks and bullshit artists, and how you should approach algorithmic trading if you're interested in it. So number one, on Wall Street, they're spending hundreds of millions of dollars hiring PhDs in mathematics, physics, and all over the world to work for Wall Street and service and come up with new quantitative models and algorithms to trade on behalf of the firms. Okay? So now, here you are sitting on Google or sitting on Instagram, and you see some kind of ad that shows you a pretty graph and the algo executing trades on TradingView or something like that, typically, right? And they're showing you how it's making a killing, this, that, and that. And it's only yours for $500, $1,000, $50, $100, whatever it is. The problem with most algorithms is very simple. Market goes through cycles. It goes through a trend, through consolidation, through continuation, or reversal. And usually all these algorithms choke on one of those stages, because most algos that you're going to see for sale, they usually are designed for only one stage of the market, multiple stages. And very high-end sophisticated algorithms, they can, for example, the one I have that's using on my firm for trading my crypto account, it basically, it's a trending algorithm, and it just filters out once the market starts consolidating. It just doesn't trade in that environment. So it waits for the trend to resume, so to speak, and volatility to return, and it gauges volatility anyway. It's super complicated, and most retail traders wouldn't even know how to set it up. I tried to actually offer this, a simplified version of my algo for my inner circle people, etc., and just setting up something so complex is not feasible for most people. And all the plug-and-play stuff that you see for sale on the internet is total shit, okay? Because there's nothing, no algorithm on the planet that you can just turn on any market, on any time frame, and it's just going to be trading and making money without a setup for that specific instrument, for that specific time frame, etc., etc., etc. So 99.99% of all these algorithms that are for sale are total bullshit. They will work for 2 weeks, and then they're going to start losing money, and then they're going to lose all the money that they've made, go into the drawdown, and maybe then they'll make some money. At best, you're going to be break even over an extended period of time. And that's why prop firms stopped allowing all these bullshit type of algorithms, unless you're able to display that if it runs for a month or 2 or 3, it actually stays profitable. Some of these algorithms, again, there are a few decent ones. Most of the time, you're not going to get your hands on them. And a lot of the services that promise you to pass the challenges on your behalf, they're gimmicks. They will basically catch. Sometimes they will work, sometimes they won't work, depending on the market condition and their setup. That's why they promise you your money back, but you're gonna still lose the money you put out for the challenge. But they don't care. In any case, all this type of thinking is a mentality of a person who's trying to find a shortcut instead of doing the work. If you've been trading for 5 years or 3 years and you found some kind of pattern that works over and over again and you want to put it in an algo by yourself, fine, do it. And it's going to take you on a very deep rabbit hole, as a few of our senior members who started dabbling in the algo world know that it's a money pit, because you're going to get into machine learning, this, that. It gets complicated very fast and gets expensive very, very expensive, even faster. And I've sunk a small fortune into mine over a period of 3 years. And again, it's very complicated. It's never plug and play. And anything that you see on the Instagram where they show you the entries and exits on a perfect trend or something, and it scalped the bottom and sold at the top and all that nonsense, it's bullshit. Okay? Don't believe that. Because if these people are selling you for $500, wouldn't they just put $500 in their own bot and make 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 or whatever, or just plug it into the any prop firm and at $500,000 account, $1 million account, if they're so sure. There are $1 million accounts available on prop firms. And if you're that sure that your algo is going to be performing that well, why don't you just take the $1 million and let it run? And the reason why, and instead of selling it for $500 or $100 or $1,000, whatever they're selling them for, right? Makes sense? So stop believing the fairy tales. Stop being naive. And stop looking for shortcuts. It's like, it's like those guys who do implants for biceps, those freaks you see on the internet. Instead of lifting weights, which takes years to look like a fitness model, it takes years, okay? It also takes years to get good at this. So buying some kind of third-party algorithm which you have no idea how it works is it's like inserting silicone implants into your biceps and thinking that somehow it's a real thing, right? Everybody sees it's fake. You look like a retard, and you spend money on this or you're gonna spend money on that, and you're just gonna lose money at the end. So do yourself a favor, do the work. It will save you, and you'll be glad for not taking shortcuts in life, specifically when it comes to doing the work. And any celebrity who is on top of their game, whether it's Schwarzenegger or Kobe Bryant, whoever, they always say, do the work, do the work, do the work, do the work. So just do the work, lock yourself in the monk mode for a year, dedicate yourself to this, and I promise you, you will have positive results. Again, if you have any questions, FundingTraders.com, stop by Discord, stop by Telegram. My door is always open. Stop believing fairy tales and do the work.